My first guest tonight's appeared in numerous films, including Titanic, Apollo 13, and A Simple Plan, which is in theaters right now. His latest is Mighty Joe Young, which opens Christmas Day. Let's take a look.
Hey, can you get him to put me down?
Joe, drop him.
She didn't mean drop him. Please welcome Bill Paxton, everybody. The thing that makes me laugh about, I was looking at that clip right now, and this just, all those years, I guess, where you're probably studying acting and everything, and then it boils down to a monkey is shaking you around. That's got to be, what's that like? Was that a real monkey? Is that a robot?
I sustained an injury under my arm because they wrapped a cable under my arm because they said, hey, we can see the cable. See, they can take the cables out with the CGI because they see it pulling my coat.
Right.
So they cut off all my circulation. So a year later, I get all this kind of numbness in my arm now. So some of that stuff kind of hurts.
Sue them.
I should.
That's a lot of money. I'd split it with you.
Gorilla.
You can't sue the gorilla. It's not real. You had reservations about making this movie. You weren't sure.
I got offered 2 parts at the same time. One was a supporting role in a sequel to a huge hit film, and the other one was the male lead in, you know, Mighty Joe Young. So I was having dinner with Rex Reed, who's an old friend of my mother's.
The film critic, yeah.
Famous film critic, great film critic, and I said, I don't want to bore you, but I got this kind of career dilemma, and I told him, and he said, for God's sakes, while you still have some looks left, do the monkey movie.
That was a great professional
I was galvanized. I went, you're right.
Wait, why do you have to be good-looking to be in the monkey movie as opposed to any other movie?
Well, I still had some looks left.
Oh, that's nice. Okay.
Well, the other one was a supporting role, and he thought, look, you've gotten to do some leads since Twister. Try to stay in that, you know, try to keep working the leads.
Now, talk about Twister, huge, big, giant movie you were in. You apparently, I was reading an interview with you. You said that you had a problem with what became one of the famous things about the movie was the flying cow.
Oh, God.
Remember the flying cow in it, you know, and you, I guess, had a problem with that. Is
Everybody
that the case?
loves the flying cow bit.
Oh. We have one on standby.
Wait a second.
I think our special effect is just as good, frankly, and it only cost $64.
Well, do you think it was a little far-fetched for the cow to come back around twice?
Well, I mean, I don't know. Can a tornado literally lift up a cow?
You can lift up a cow, but what a tornado would do would probably implode the cow, and then what should have happened in the movie, and I kept trying to tell the director this, it should have sucked that cow. Maybe the cow goes by once, and then it disappears, and about 10 seconds later, it just rains hamburger truck down, hamburger meat on the truck.
Did you pitch that to the director?
I did, and he said, oh, you're so crazy, Bill, you're so crazy. I go, I'm crazy? You got a cow flying around, and we're like doing these glib jokes about.
You probably wanted whole patties to come down.
Yeah.
The cow blew up.
I thought if they landed on that red Dodge, you know, we were going to start sizzling right there.
Right.
Barbecue, anybody?
You always throwing out these ideas when you're doing a film?
Always.
Yeah, that's good. That's probably helpful.
Always.
Yeah. I know you like to use some of your dad's a colorful character. He's got some great salty old lines.
My dad was a traveling salesman for many years, and he would come home and he would come up with these different expressions. You know, a lot of times on the movies you're shooting, you know, the writer's written a line, but it's pretty cliched, and you want to find a different way to say it. When I was doing True Lies, for example, I'm doing the scene where I'm driving the Corvette and I'm trying to sell Arnold the Corvette, and I was supposed to be talking about Jamie Lee Curtis. I was supposed to be talking about her breast, too, and I don't know that this is her husband I'm talking to.
Right.
And so Jim Cameron said, well, come up with something here. And I remembered a line my dad used to say, so I said, what if I say, her breasts make me want to stand up and bawl for buttermilk? And
You ever use this on the ladies, my friend?
Yeah, well, that kid was perfect for
How'd that go over in a bar?
Yeah.
Your breasts make me want to stand up and ball for buttermilk. Later, at the hospital, Mr. Paxton, wake up.
But he's always come up with these things, and I'd say, what does that mean? He said, I don't know. My dad would say, I don't know, but I heard it, and it kind of stuck with me.
Is there a line that your dad has that you've never used in a movie, but you've wanted to use it?
Yeah, he said one the other day. He said, you see that guy over there? He's richer than 6 feet up a bull's ass. I don't know where he comes up with these things.
That is rich.
The most famous one of all, though, is
What?
in Weird Science.
How does that one work exactly? Do I want to know? No. Something in my brain says, move on.
Okay.
Or something else says, no, dwell.
Let's dwell a minute.
No.
Let's dwell.
But your dad actually, your dad, not an actor.
Not an actor.
But somehow he got a part in this movie that you did.
Plan.
A Simple Plan.
I get to the production office in Minneapolis. When you're in the production office, they usually put the 8x10s of the cast, up on a bulletin board. So I see my picture, and there's Billy Bob Thornton, Bridget Fonda, my dad, Brent Briscoe. My dad, what's he doing here? Apparently, my dad had written Sam Raimi, the director, a letter, a very flattering letter, and requested if he could do a small part in the film, and the director gave him the job.
And he didn't even tell you he was going to be doing this?
No, he kept asking me, when's the new script coming in? I didn't know what that meant.
Right.
But,
you know, they should have not
I knew
told...
it didn't bode well.
They should have not told you, and then when you noticed him on camera for the first time, use that take in the actual movie. So there's a part in the movie where you're, like, doing whatever you're doing, and suddenly your dad walks by, and you're like... And then that's in the movie. It doesn't make any sense to the rest. Does he like acting? Does he enjoy it?
He retired 8 years ago, and he tells me one day that he wants to become an actor, and I thought, oh, God, Dad, do anything in your golden years, but don't be an actor. I mean, to face all the rejection, especially when you're starting
You're not a good example, though. You've been in, like, every blockbuster on the planet the last couple of years, and you're there telling your dad, it doesn't work out, Pop.
I write a lot of letters.
You don't want to do it.
I write a lot of letters.
Oh, yeah, that's pretty much it. Yeah, James Cameron keeps putting you in movies.
I know he does.
You were in Terminator. You had a small part. You were one of the punks that makes the crazy mistake of messing with the Terminator early in the movie.
That's right.
Oh, there it is. Oh, wait, I didn't think we had it. It's so... Show it again. I love that.
I've had a lot of dental work since then.
I would hope so. You know what's funny is, that's just a bit part. You probably just have a couple of lines. But I remember the minute, the first time actually that I heard you were coming on the show, I remembered thinking, wait a minute, I remembered him in the Terminator because there's that moment in the theater where the ultimate killing machine comes to Earth for the first time, and 30 seconds later, a punk wants to mess with him. It's just like, he's just in the theater. And you get killed pretty quickly,
I think
right?
I got to say this guy's a few cans short of a six-pack or something like that.
And then
one
he
of my dad's lines.
crunches your head into a diamond?
There, exactly.
Is that the kind of thing when you have a part that small, do you end up telling all your friends to go, even if you're only on camera for like 15 seconds?
Absolutely. You call everybody you know. You even call people you don't know.
Do you hang out in the lobby and you're like, you know the guy who got killed really quickly? Huh?
When you're first starting out, you always...
Your breaths make me want to ball for buttermilk. This creep.
Oh, this is a character.
I know. It's not you. Well, Mighty Joe Young opens Christmas Day, and A Simple Plan, which I've heard great things about, is at theaters right now, so go out and check it out. Bill, it's always fun having you on the show. Thank you for doing it. Bill Paxton, everybody. Elijah Wood coming up. We'll take a break. We'll be right back. Everybody,